let's talk about how to get paid more and promoted faster. I got a question about pay raises, and it was all about, the minimum wage is this, and then maybe I get 3% added to that, but some people are older, and blah, blah, blah. That's all bullshit. Let me first start by saying that there's nothing wrong with getting a job. So occasionally I make fun of wages, a 9 to 5, but it's just that. It's me having fun. It's not looking down on that at all, because I had jobs. Most successful rich people that I know had jobs, and like I said, there's nothing inherently wrong with it. What's wrong with it is actually accepting the whole culture around, let me work my way up in the next 10 years and get a 3% pay raise every year, and then maybe one day I'll make it to middle manager. That is wrong. And I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to take the normal trajectory. I want you to take a extraordinary trajectory. And here's how to do it. First thing you need to understand is that you are in competition with all of your colleagues, both, below the ladder, above you on the ladder, on the same rung of the ladder, doesn't really matter. You are in competition. And you need to stand out. So your goal, whatever job you have, wherever you work, whatever you do, should always be, how can I do more? How can I take on more responsibility? How can I do more in less time? How can I stand out from the people? Because your competition, and I say this as someone that worked jobs, and I say this as someone that employed plenty of people, the vast majority of people are stingy with their time, stingy with their effort, also stingy with money, but that's a byproduct. And stingy, for those unfamiliar with the word, is similar to frugal. So someone that sort of hoards his time and effort. Someone that doesn't want to spend a lot of effort on something, that is being stingy with your effort. I remember a guy that worked for me. He used to be the bench press champion of the Netherlands. Big guy. And he got an opportunity to work for an American football college or university, and it was a pretty big opportunity. He could do like physical therapy for them, and he was studying something along those lines. So, massive opportunity. And he tells me this, and then he says, well, obviously I didn't take it. I said, why the hell did you not take it? He said, well, they didn't give me a base salary. Like, they would fly me out, and I would be there for, 6 months, 9 months, and I would have my food paid for, my lodging paid for, everything paid for, but I didn't get a base salary. And if I took another job, like this job, because he was working for me at the time, I would be making like 1,500 euros a month. So that's way better. Now, that is absolutely retarded. The main thing about your job isn't what you're getting paid. It's what you are becoming and the experience that you're taking in and your growth potential. Imagine how great it looks on your resume to say, I was an intern at this and this university for the American football team. You can get to work anywhere in your chosen field. But no, let's not do that because of the ridiculous salary, 1,500 euros a month or something. Insane. When I started working in real estate, I actually started working as an office assistant. I was the world's worst office assistant. Like, I'm not good with paperwork. I'm not good with filing stuff. I'm really bad with all of that stuff. And obviously, this was my job, so I didn't exactly excel at keeping order. But what I did excel at was taking on more jobs, more responsibility, doing more. I was always there. And I was always looking for something new to do, a problem to solve. I remember they had some sort of issue with an Excel system where you're supposed to click on a button and then it generates an invoice, and no one knew how to fix it. So I bought this massive tome of Excel knowledge. Like, I still have this thing. It's like 2,000 pages and it has like everything on Excel in it. And I just started going through it, and I taught it to myself in the evening hours when I wasn't at the job, and I fixed the problem within a week. And that was one of the things that sort of put me on the map, that made me stand out. And that should always be your goal, because that's the way towards getting promoted, way quicker, getting offered better jobs, not having to rely on 3% pay raises, but getting 50%, 100%, 200% pay raises just because you became more valuable. When people say your name in the company where you work, or even in the field where you work, the response should be, oh yeah, that guy, I know that guy. He works a lot. Like he gets it done. That guy is awesome. So don't be stingy with your time. Don't be stingy with your effort. Don't try to do the minimum necessary required at your job. Stand out. And before you tell me, yeah, well, but my boss doesn't appreciate me and there's no growth potential in this job, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, that doesn't really matter. If your current boss doesn't appreciate you, it still helps you a lot more to go all out on whatever job you do, because you become better, you pick up good experience, and you stand out. Maybe your next boss will appreciate you. Maybe you're going to learn way more, which allows you to take on a better job in this field. Maybe you're going to start your own business in this field. You're building your connections. It's good for you to put everything in there. You're not doing it for the boss. You're doing it for you. That should always be the goal.